I'm Simon Scholes. I'm the founder and creative director of Perception Studios. We're an award-winning visual marketing agency, and we help brands and businesses create content that helps them stand out, be it visuals like video, animation, aerial work, graphics, all that kind of thing. We also help them with the digital aspect of marketing as well, but we specialize in video social content. However, a few years ago, it became very obvious to me during a live event that not every brand, not every business was in a position necessarily to have the money to spend on having content created on a regular basis. So what could I do to help those people start creating content themselves for free? My favorite four-letter word, especially being a Yorkshireman. So I sat down and I came up with a process that I'd talked about for years. Other people had kind of spoken about it as well, kind of pinched bits and pieces, bastardized it, turned it to my own, called it How to 9 Times Your Social Media, turned it into a book, went to #1. Yay me. And you can still get a copy of that in the section below as well. And it takes you through from everything that is marketing planning right the way through to today's subject matter, podcasting, and all the stuff that happens in between as well. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about podcasts. We're going to talk about lots of different subjects connected to podcasts. And so without further ado, this is Neal Veglio. Hello, Neal.
Hello, Simon. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. There's all sorts of different types of podcasts. What would you say is a podcast? Because you do get the ones where it's just music being mixed. You get ones where people are talking. What would you say a podcast is?
To me, it is anything that you listen to. So I know that you get a lot of people saying, "Oh, a podcast can be video. It can be anything. It could, you know." I'm one of those purists where I believe if you're not listening to it and it's not on demand and it's not delivering specific content customized to the listener, then it's not a podcast. I mean, I know what you were talking about, those mix shows where you get, I mean, a lot of them have been pulled now. Funnily enough, it's a really interesting point, actually, because, you know, everyone from Calvin Harris through to Avicii through to, you know, who's who in the world of DJing, EDM, they all had a podcast, but they're not podcasts because they're mix shows. And there is an app specific to that called Mixcloud. And they've all sort of had to now leave Apple Podcasts and all the other apps because another thing people don't realize is you can't legally use music on a podcast anyway unless it's, you know, completely royalty free. So for me, a podcast is something where there's a specific subject matter that I'm interested in and it's delivering content relevant to that subject on demand so I can subscribe to it and it's you know, I'm in that world.
And it's spoken word, basically, is what you're saying. It's not...
Absolutely.
Yeah.